Good morning, crew. It is Sunday, the 23rd of March, and the overcast weather that we have been threatened with for the last 2 days by forecasters has finally arrived. But we had a really nice day yesterday and got a surprising reprieve from this weather. So we got up in the morning, did our normal walk with the neighbors, which was nice. The reason I was in such a rush is because we do the walk from 8 to 9, and at 9:30 we were meeting Emma and Tricia for a expedition. And our original plan was to go to Dinasbran, which is about an hour and a half drive to the east of here, but the forecast was for heavy rain at around 2 o'clock, and we figured leaving at 9:30, driving an hour and a half during the decent weather, and then getting there and having 2-3 hours before it really started raining, it probably wasn't worth it. So instead he took us to a place on Anglesey, Lighthouse. I'm gonna get it wrong. Can't remember the name of the lighthouse. I'll cut it in here. So we drove out on Anglesey, about half an hour, 40-minute drive from here, and did a reasonable walk around. Did a loop. We visited a church that I didn't realize at the time, but was on my map of places to go see. I think it's a 12th century church. Parts of it are 12th century. Unfortunately, we couldn't get inside. It would have been nice to get inside. But then we did a little loop of a walk out to the lighthouse and had a picnic lunch. It was beautiful. Had that marine haze, but was sunny nonetheless. And the temperature was nice. It wasn't windy. I'm sure I'm cutting in pictures as I'm talking about that. And then we drove from there up to Paris Mountain, which is a copper mine which has been in and out of operation since before Roman times. The Romans mined it heavily. Then it was mined heavily in the 19th century as well. We were there. Sarah and I visited there 2 years ago, I think, in the spring. But it was fun to go up there and walk around. And we got back here to home around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. At which point, I embarked on wiring up the light in our bedroom. And actually, I worked on processing pictures before then, the pictures that you've already seen that I had cut in. So I worked on the wiring, and yesterday I talked about the plaster work that Sarah's done, and I'm cutting in some footage of that here because I didn't take that yesterday because of the time crunch. So you can kind of see all the different places where Sarah has added plaster. It needs to be sanded back a little bit, and then we'll paint it. And I think it filled in a couple places, but it's so much better than it was. It's great. I'm hearing something over here. Oh, it's a street cleaner, I think, is about to go by on the promenade behind me. Anyway, that was plaster work, and then I got the light wired up. I gotta say, I am not good with that kind of work. I get frustrated. I am worried about screwing it up and not being able to fix it. And I had been working on it, and I don't have the tools. I don't have the correct tools, partially. But I'm glad I got the connector clips because that made a huge difference. We're gonna look at the street sweeper out here. An itty-bitty street sweeper. Anyway, I was struggling with it. I'd been up there for, I don't know, 45 minutes or something, and Sarah came in and I just started unleashing a string of invective. Street sweeper again. He's trying to get the can. Can he get it? Is he gonna get the can? He's moving in the middle. He got the can. Woohoo! Good work, street sweeper guy. Get that. Oh, oh. That's a man dedicated to his craft. Anyway, I just was cursing this thing, and I was, you know, trying to be gentle with it. I kept breaking the ends of wires I was trying to strip kept breaking off, and I kept on getting less and less, and I couldn't get any more out. And finally, I just yanked on it, and a whole lot of wires came out, and then I was able to easily hook it up. But you know, I did pull a hunk of plaster off the ceiling as well doing that, but all's well that ends well, maybe. Seems to work, so I'm gonna tackle some of the other ones later. Anyway, that was our day. When we came back, Emmer actually was going to watch a rugby match, and if I hadn't been wanting to get that light wired up, I probably would have gone with him, but I probably wasted my time, wasted a chance. But I'm gonna look over here at the beauty of the Menai Strait. Oh, also the other thing that happened was that I keep on talking about speaking Welsh, but I spoke some Welsh with Emmer and Trisha, and Emmer actually said to me that my accent is really good, which is nice to hear. And I think, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but on Friday, Margaret told me my accent was really good as well. So that's all heartening. Heartening? Do you say heartening? You say disheartening. It all is encouraging, let me just say. So yeah, a good day all in all. I will make a video tomorrow morning about what we do today. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.